Hello and welcome to the Two Tunes podcast. We're not going to tell you our names.
If you've been listening the past 3 weeks, you have no idea what this podcast is. But we're here to set the record straight.
Oh, are we?
We're not straight. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm Bo.
I'm Brandon.
This is the Two Tunes podcast where we talk about two
I was going to
tunes.
say, what do we do here?
We talk about two tunes. Mm-hmm. One tune, two tunes. We each bring a song that we may have found 24 hours ago and share with the other person
sometimes
for 12 hours and listen to it a couple times, and then we talk about it. And maybe sometimes we have some research. We know these bands or artists or theme songs like last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
who's up first this week?
I'm up first this week.
Word.
Do you know what the word is?
Bird.
Yeah, Andrew Bird.
Yeah.
So my artist is Andrew Bird.
Another one of those artists that you have tended to find or bring to this podcast that I have been aware of, but haven't ever really probably listened to.
I was never aware of this band. Or
like
this people.
Known the name, and I don't even know why or how, but yeah, that's my shoe squeaking.
Mm-hmm.
It's raining a lot.
It is. So
biblical proportions.
Sure. It's not
one of the big books, one of the lesser ones.
It's not like they're going to close school for 2 days.
It's like a judge's.
It rained?
It's like a judge's amount of rain.
A judge's?
Yeah, I was trying to think of like not a major book. It's
okay, I'm not knowledgeable for our Christian fans out there. That's for you.
Amos, is that one of the books of the Bible? Amos?
I have no idea what you're talking.
Ruth is a book of the Bible.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I just know the major books.
Amos is one.
Like, Psalms,
sure.
Genesis, Revelation.
Yep. Getting all the hits.
Mark. I don't know. Did all 4 apostles, they write books?
Book of Amos.
Or am I thinking just the Beatles?
Yeah, there's the book of Paul, the book of John, the book of Ringo, and the book of George.
So anyways, this song is off of Andrew Bird's 2005 record.
Okay.
I don't know anything about this person, even though I chose the song. Called The Mysterious Production of Eggs.
Okay.
The song is called Fake Palindromes.
Mm-hmm. Are those just like regular words?
Maybe they are.
Or are they like almost palindromes?
Well, maybe
like if
we
you said
should...
like race cars, it would not be. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe. I have no idea why it's called Fake Palindromes.
Yeah.
And the lyrics are weird.
Mm-hmm.
So I discovered this song. I'm going to start doing that. How did I discover this song? Because most of the times it's I discover it and I'm like, ooh, I should. That was cool. I have a new one that I discovered last night from a band called The Murder Capital.
Okay.
And I was going to do it for next week, but I don't have enough time.
Fair enough.
To dig into it. So I'm because it was last night.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, so this is I discovered this on a TV show, as a lot of my new song choices or song discoveries have been through TV shows that use a song and I'm like, ooh, that sounds cool.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Siri, what is this song?
You Siri it, Shazam it?
No.
I would Shazam it. Do you know what's annoying about Shazam though?
That you have to go to the app.
And I know that the people who run Shazam are listening to this, so I'm talking to you. The fact, not the opening of the app, but the fact that you then have to click the Shazam logo in the middle of it.
Okay.
It should be open the app and it's listening, it's on it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you get 10 seconds. You're like, oh shoot, what is this song?
You have an Apple, right?
I do. I have an iPhone. Yeah.
When you say listen to this, it does that. It is Shazam, because I think Apple owns Shazam.
Oh. All right, well then...
So you don't need the Shazam app.
Tim, what's that guy's name, the guy who runs Apple?
I was gonna say Tim Minchin, but that's not it.
Tim Minchin, no.
Tim Cook.
Tim Cook. Dude, get on this. Or just because see, sometimes Siri's not responsive either.
Yeah.
So this should just be
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Come on, man, get your shit together.
Let's go.
Quit working on
Meta.
That's Facebook. But
it's Meta.
Yeah.
I saw a tweet that was, I think it was Trevor Noah, and he was like, I'm just going to take me a long time to get used to saying they've been radicalized in a meta group or something
Okay.
That was pretty funny.
Anyways, I discovered this song in an episode, like I think it was like the opening sequence of this show called Evil. It's on Paramount Plus.
Oh yeah. It was on CBS before, and now which is owned by Paramount. But
okay, so it was on CBS.
Like
then it was
good.
on CBS All Access, and then CBS All Access became Paramount Plus.
Right.
Because changing the name of something really helps you get new customers.
Yeah, let's keep changing it all the time, and also like putting stuff on the CBS digital platform. Like, come on.
Well, I mean, I got that, and the only reason I got it was because they were like, "We're going to put Star Trek on it." I'm like, "Okay," and then like that sounds interesting. I want to do this, and then they're like, "Yeah, now we're going to put The Stand on there," and I'm like, "Jesus Christ! Now I have to buy it."
Yeah.
But Evil's really good. It's a really good show, but it's only on that. Well, I don't know if it's actually only on that, but that's where I watch it.
Fair enough.
Because I don't have cable television. Or satellite.
Cut the cord, man.
Yeah, cut the cord.
Because you don't save all this money. Not going to pay Comcast $150. I'm going to pay 10 other people $150.
Combined.
Yeah.
Netflix, Hulu, this and that. Anyway, so it was in that. And it was like the whole intro. And then some of it wasn't the dialogue, but they played the whole song, which in past experience I usually hate because that's why I don't like the middle. Because the middle was like the whole song was in the middle of a film. Mm-hmm. But this was like the beginning of a TV show, and I'm like, this is interesting. And then they would like mouth the words, and it's kind of like haunting and scary. And I didn't discover it until after Halloween episodes. Yeah, I did say episodes because it was a whole season of songs. I
mean, you did.
I did 4 because
so it was like
season.
3 of them were like a third, and then
this is the 4th one.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so here's the beginning of Fake Palindromes. By the way, I should say, like, he's a violin player, and also apparently he's really good at whistling.
Okay, but I mean that's a skill.
It is
to be like real good at it. Yeah,
he can sing. He can whistle really low, which I think is hard.
Yeah,
I would say that I'm a pretty good whistler, but I'm not as good as this guy is.
Sure.
This is the line right here. That's the reason that I was like, excuse me, what'd you say? You said from swapping your blood for formaldehyde,
yeah.
And I'm like that's
involving
interesting.
Someone.
Exactly. And then fratricide, which I don't.
Killing your brother.
Killing your brother. And like the lyrics are kind of just like they're sung, but they're not like really
Sprechstimme.
Yeah,
say that in opera terms.
And all of this like description of the character in the song is like they're kind of taking that stuff and putting it into the show.
Okay.
So like this girl is getting ready to go out.
Yeah.
Right. Chorus, I guess you'd say, because it's got that
just like that intro stuff again.
Yeah.
You pause for a second.
Yeah.
I can't think and talk.
Obviously.
I think a lot of CBS shows do this actually, because I've watched like Criminal Minds and CSI and a bunch of different things like where they will use all of or most of a song to sort of tell the story. Not a lot of dialogue. You're just seeing a lot of action happening.
Okay.
And it'll often
the song's playing up. It's like a montage almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the song is kind of relaying
and especially, you said, was this like the beginning of the episode?
This is the very first thing you saw.
And I feel like that happens too a lot.
Probably.
It's just like it's setting up the, you're seeing like, I'm thinking like Criminal Minds, for instance. You're seeing like maybe the person that's going to get murdered, like at the beginning, like getting ready to go out or whatever. And then you also maybe see like this other person like getting ready and whatever. And like you kind of see like these parallel things happening. And it turns out that like one of them's the killer and one of them's the victim and stuff. And, but the whole time there's just a song playing.
Yeah.
That obviously like is tied in some way and like thematically fits. But I don't know why. Like I feel like CBS shows do that more so than.
Or you just know CBS shows.
But like I don't feel like at least not currently. I don't like watch a lot of TV anymore, but I don't know. Like I'm thinking like an ABC show. especially like a Grey's Anatomy and some of those, they tend to use a song late in the episode.
Okay.
Chasing Cars is probably like the biggest one. That who did that song?
I don't know.
You would know that song though.
I probably would.
An early episode, like I remember that was like a big one, and they were like one of the big ones to like
it became a show that broke songs.
Kinda, yeah.
Like what was that show? It was the one with it's crap. What is it? The it was about like California young kids.
Oh, the OC?
Yeah, that was
or not?
No, it was.
Yeah,
It was
the
the
OC. Yeah. Well, they would have like actual band, like Rooney played on that show, and some different stuff. Yeah, but anyway, I'm thinking like it's just interesting that I'm thinking of like a few CBS shows that do that at the beginning, and then like ABC that do it at the end, and then I don't know what NBC does.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty interesting thought. That maybe it's a thing.
Yeah, I mean,
or maybe you're just noticing. Oh, it happens here.
Yeah. Oh.
But yeah, this did it. And then, like, as I said, like, we're getting to the part where then the character is just mouthing the words of the song in time with the song.
Mm-hmm. Did that seem odd?
Did what?
That they were mouthing the words.
Oh, totally.
Were they listening to the song?
No, not at all.
They're just saying.
Not at all, because it's in multiple areas.
Okay.
Like, they're at a bar,
right.
And then they do this thing, and then it's just like it cuts, and then you're like into the show. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like, let's bring you into the show, just like like an intro, like a theme song, like last week.
Yeah,
its job is to bring you into the show, and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it is. It's raining harder, by the way. You can probably hear it, but just so people know. I mean, I can hear it in my headphones, so I'm assuming.
Here's the thing: most people, and I watch a lot of things, and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, sorry about the noise, sorry about the noise." And I'm like,
you don't ever hear the noise.
You never hear noise.
I'm the same.
So maybe you can hear the rain. But actually, when like there was the radio going on in the one episode.
Oh yeah, I heard complaints.
Yeah. Oh, complaints?
Yeah, my one friend, she was like, I could not focus on you guys and the music that you're playing and this other music that was happening. She was like, there's too much going on.
Oh, okay.
So
maybe they should have like mentioned it in the Discord, because then I could have maybe tried to fix
find all your friends in the Discord. Go down a rabbit hole with your best friends. They run you hot and cold like a real stat. Need a thermostat, so you bought on a top. Hope it won't hurt too bad.
I'm trying to think of like where the person started like mouthing. I don't think they said this, but this is now the beginning again.
Yeah.
They might have said that. And it kind of reminds me of like Bright Eyes a little bit. This one, like, because it's like she says this, so she would say mouth those.
I said this to you before. His voice and vocal delivery reminds me of Rufus Wainwright a little bit as well.
Yeah. You're right.
That almost like lazy, slurred-ish delivery.
It's like drill a tiny hole in your head, and she's then doing that.
To someone?
To someone.
Interesting.
I want to drill a tiny hole.
Yeah.
And then we're back to that beginning riff. And then it just ends. And then we're like, now we're into the TV show.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah. So
I dig that tune. I like it. I'm not intrigued to listen to more of his stuff.
Okay.
But I don't know how much I would like seek it out. But like if it's on, I'd probably be like, oh yeah, this is cool. I'm into this.
So it's like him, but like his career is him, but like he'll have like different bands, but it's just him doing the same thing, but in different ways. So like the first thing that I discovered was like Andrew Bird's Bowl of Fire, which is like Squirrel Nut Zippers.
Oh, you said this.
Yeah, it's last.
Sorry, we
week.
had a conversation off air last week about this. I'm like, oh yeah, I know.
So he was in Squirrel Nut Zippers. He was the violin player. He was not the lyricist or anything. He was just a part of that group. But it sounds like that. It's like that. I don't want to say.
How would you define Squirrel Nut Zippers genre?
Yeah, I wouldn't, because I know that he's like they got kind of pulled into the, I'm going to call it neo swing.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh, or new swing, but not new jack swing, but new swing.
Different thing.
But they aren't like that. Like it's
that
not swing
one
music.
Song.
Yeah, Hell. It's called Hell.
Was kind of,
but like they were early jazz.
Okay.
Maybe, possibly.
I don't know. I don't know that I've, now that I'm like talking about them.
Because
I
you're
don't
like,
know if I've ever-
in the afterlife.
I don't know if I've ever actually listened to more of their songs than that one.
Yeah, but that style was what the Bowl of Fire sounds like, and but all of it was also like recorded as like a group. It's like, hey, we're just going to go into a room and record, and it wasn't like we're going to go into Capitol Records and record. It's like, no, we're going to go down the street to like Reservation Hall,
right?
Preservation Hall. I said reservation.
Different thing.
Maybe
you have to get a reservation to get into Preservation Hall.
Yeah,
probably, almost certainly. It's
maybe unless you're Dave Grohl.
Sure,
they recorded there.
It's a small space.
It is very small. They opened the windows or the doors or something.
Yeah.
It was the first time. Do you want to go straight into your song?
No, I'm gonna pause for
station identification.
WWW. That's our station. WWW.
Welcome to Sub Radio. We're walking the moon.
No.
This is your song, right? This one right here.
No,
this is
probably not. It's not this song.
This is your song, right?
It's not this song.
Are you sure it's not?
Yeah.
Sure sounds like it.
Positive. Doesn't sound like it that much.
It does.
There are vague allusions to it. How about that?
Yes. Same chord progression, same melody.
It's not the same melody.
It's like a cover.
It's not at all a cover of that song at all. So my song is Disco by Sub Radio. And Sub Radio is the band that I saw open for Sammy Ray a while ago. What are you showing me on Instagram?
It's Andy Othling in a hot dog suit with maybe a Slipknot mask on.
Some sort of, yeah, that's weird. I don't know who Andy Othling is also.
He's an ambient YouTuber / just musician.
Fair enough. Anyway, Sub Radio is the band that opened for Sammy Ray and the Friends when I saw them in Philly back in, September now, I guess. No, beginning of October. It's been a while. And they were really good. I really enjoyed them. They were great live. I do like their recorded stuff. Maybe it's the primacy bias of hearing them live first before I listen to their other stuff, but I slightly like the live thing a little bit more. I think it's just less produced.
As most live is.
No, but I mean, like, not that their recorded stuff is overproduced, but there's just like some extra bells and whistles and stuff that
there's
I didn't hear the first time. And again, maybe it's just because I heard it that way the first time. But
what's that called again?
They were super fun. Primacy bias.
Primacy.
As opposed to recency bias. Like recency bias is like, oh my God, this movie that I just saw yesterday that's brand new is like the best thing I've ever seen in my life. And it's like, is it the best thing or is it just really great and you just saw it 5 seconds ago? Do you know what I mean? Like, does it stack up against the great movies of all time? Like those kinds of things.
Yeah, so, like the Police Academy movies.
Yeah, did you watch that video?
I did.
That's pretty funny.
Are they good? No, they're not.
Yeah.
Are they really horrible?
They're the sitcom of movies. They're also the hoobastank of 1980s movies, apparently.
We have a group text of some teachers, and like the youngest is 20 something, and then the oldest is like, I'm going to retire in a couple years, and I wanted to be like, do you guys remember Hoobastank? And see like if
do you know the song The Reason by the Hoobastank?
Dude, I love that band.
I like that first album.
Yeah. I don't know anything after that first album.
Yeah.
All right.
So anyway, Sub Radio song is called Disco. What do you think the song's about? What do you think the song's about, Bill?
I don't know. I only listened to it a couple times.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, this sounds like Shut Up and Dance.
It does, kind of. The more I listen to it, the less
because then you notice the differences.
Yeah.
It's similar to if you were to watch the remake of Psycho.
Okay. The Vince Vaughn, shot for shot one?
Yeah. Which is a really interesting idea. But you would notice then the differences. It's
sure.
Like, okay. I see okay. A little bit different there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Hard day of pushing papers. We're off the grid, but we still the
It sounds like...
Nah, not enough.
We play the numbers. We play for anyone who seem right. You got a tattoo of your boyfriend.
The more you get into it, then you're just like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's not the same song.
I really like the lead singer's voice.
I don't know. This is a good pair with Sammy Ray.
Yeah,
this totally made sense.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So it's basically like, if you like this band, you'll love that band. If you like that band, you'll love this band.
So funny thing is, can you pause for a second? So after they were on, I was like, shoot, man, going to Spotify. Like, let me follow them. Let me like a bunch of their stuff. Let me find them on Instagram. Like, I just was really into them. Like, they were really great. And it turns out I had already had this EP that this is off of and like a couple of songs saved already. Now, I don't know that I've actually listened to them, but I have a feeling, because, again, you were talking about like where you find stuff. You've been finding stuff from TV shows a lot.
Yeah.
I've been finding stuff from
Sammy
artists that I like a Sammy Ray, like a Lizzie McAlpine, like some other people who then post other people's things on their stories or whatever, or, you know, like social media stuff. And I'm like, ooh, if they like that, let me go find it. And then the other habit I have is saving stuff to listen to later and then never listening to it later.
Yeah, I do that too.
Or I'll go on a binge of listening to stuff. I'm like, oh, I got a long drive coming up or something, and I'm out of podcasts. Let me go find some saved albums that I haven't listened to and go through that. So I have a feeling that that's what I did, that I saw somebody, probably Sammy Ray, suggest listening to these guys, and I went, oh, let me save that EP. That's their most recent thing. And that's where I went from it. So you can play more.
The front page, is that still a place to go? What is it you do for money? I think you're hoping that I'll let the whole thing go. You've been awake for 20 hours.
I think the whole song's just like going to a club after work, blowing off steam, and then just like whatever happens at the club happens, and like it's just disco, baby. You know what I mean? Like just dancing, making out, whatever.
Yeah, I'm looking at the lyrics. Oh wow, you got to know this isn't real love.
This isn't real love.
It's disco,
Disco, baby. That's all. Don't get too serious. We're just at the club. We're hanging out. It's fine.
Are they new disco as well?
No. So there's a moment coming up. Can you pause it?
No, I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
Just wait. All right.
So
go ahead.
there's a moment coming up
Yeah.
where everything just kind of drops out and he goes in that octave, disco bay. Like there's things. I'm not trying to sing it up that high,
Okay.
but he just does it. But in this show, when they did it live, and I'm assuming they always do this, they all struck the like disco pose, like the finger in the air or whatever. Even the drummer like stood up for like half a second because they're like, it's disco band, and then he like dropped down and like started playing.
Okay.
He played a lot. Okay, first of all, dude had a quiver of drumsticks.
Oh, okay. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, like a quiver of drumsticks around. Oh yeah.
Wait, on his back?
Yeah. Strapped around his body, on his back, ready to grab. I don't think he dropped a stick or broke a stick at all the whole set, but he beats the piss out of the drums. Like he drums. He's the second hardest drummer I've ever seen.
Next to
Aaron Gillespie from Under
Travis
Oath.
Barker.
No, I don't think Travis doesn't like pound the drums as hard as some others I've seen. No, but Aaron Gillespie from Under Oath. If you just watch that guy, he's just like pounding the drums very hard every time. But this guy hit the drums quite hard. But he had this quiver on. But there were a lot of times that he would like stand up and kind of play and dance around and stuff. He was cool. It was fun. And actually this person ahead of me, like right in front of me, became quite obsessed with him. Like they went onto the Instagram of the band and then found the drummer's Instagram and then was just like scrolling through pictures and like zooming in and
Of just the drummer.
I mean, he's a good looking dude. But this person ahead of me, they were like quite smitten like instantaneously with this guy. It was cute.
All right.
But anyway, so imagine them getting up to do that when that happens.
Yeah.
I like this little bridge.
I like those hits. And now it's like the off.
Yeah. And they do that in the verse too.
This is not really love.
This moment, yeah. Just the whole band standing up, striking the disco pose. Everyone's like, yeah! It was so fun. Yeah, just like their whole vibe. Like, they're just fun. There's some songs that are like kind of more serious and stuff. They have a song on this EP called Cool.
Yeah.
And I'll talk about it in a second, but so when he started talking about it, the lead singer, he introduced some of the songs, like besides just by name. But the song Cool that they did, I thought he was going to take it in a different direction. He was like, I think the exact quote he said was, he's like, I don't know if you can tell by the way that I am, but I'm a bisexual man. And he was like, you know, especially in like the last year and stuff, when all you can do is like be online a whole lot. Like I've seen a lot of my friends from high school post some different things, and I thought it was going to be like a thing of like that he was seeing people who are like spewing hate and bigotry and stuff like that, because that's where you sort of go with that stuff. Like he, you know, but what he was actually, the real story behind it is that he's been seeing more and more people from high school and college and different things that are finally like figuring out who they are, whether it be sexuality or gender or just whatever, and that they've been like being their authentic selves. And so that's what the song's about. And the song's about like, man, you got this blue hair now, and like you changed your name and people aren't using it, and that sucks, and I'm sorry, and like all this different stuff. But it's like, man, you look so cool, like good for you, like you're who you are and who you're supposed to be, and you look so cool. And I thought that was like a cool, lack of a better word, I thought that was a great message and stuff, but like in a really neat like pop song and stuff. And then there's also like on the same EP, like it's not real love, it's just disco. And then there's a tune called Fair Fight that Max Bemis from Say Anything is on. Okay. So like they've got some cred. Like they've been around a little bit.
That's really cool.
When they were introducing the band, the one guitar player, the singer said like he's the one that started the band or whatever. And I found on their like Wikipedia, he started the band in high school in like 2009. But then they didn't actually really do anything until 2016. Oh, okay. But like sub radio has been a thing since he was in high school. I thought that was kind of cool. But then, 2016, they started releasing like more stuff, and then they had like a series of singles and EPs and stuff.
The Sincere Engineer.
Okay.
That's kind of that idea of just like, I was just like, doing stuff, and then, then somebody like saw me and was like, you should really do this, and it's like, okay, let's do it, and it's like, okay, we'll do it, and then they did it, and now they're like blowing up.
Cool.
In the whatever genre you want to call it.
Sure. I'm not aware of them, but
yeah. Maybe I'll bring it on in a couple of weeks or so.
Cool. Yeah. So Sub Radio, real fun live. I recommend checking them out. They're from DC, so that's not too far from us.
Yeah.
I think they're playing a show in Philly soon.
Cool.
Next weekend, maybe, I don't know, but yeah, they're pretty rad.
Awesome.
Yeah.
If you want to contact us, the simplest way is to check us out on
throw
Instagram.
A pumpkin through Bo's windshield.
Don't do it. No, don't do that.
Or DM us on Instagram.
DM us on Instagram
at Two Tunes Podcast.
At Two Tunes Podcast. And then if you'd like to join the community of fellow Two Tunes Podcast listeners, you can join us in the Discord, which is in the description in whatever podcatcher you're listening to.
Sure.
Or you could go to Meta. I don't really think they're actually changing the name. I think like the company is changing, and Facebook is just one
now an arm of Meta.
Yeah, so Meta, and then it has Oculus, and it has Facebook, and it has
Instagram,
and it has
TikTok.
No, because they're
rivals of TikTok.
They're trying to make Instagram.
They have something else though too, don't they? Snapchat.
They have WhatsApp.
Oh, WhatsApp. That's right. That's the other one, because when they crashed the other day, it like totally screwed a lot of things.
And then there's some. Is it Cash App?
I don't know.
Is that the other thing that they own? It's like, sorry, we can't give you your money.
I don't have a Cash App. I have Venmo.
I got them all, man.
Yeah.
Because I have students.
You have Zelle?
I do not have Zelle.
Oh, you don't got them all then.
Okay, I got PayPal. I got Cash App. I got the Venmo. I just do those things.
If you want a Venmo, Bo, it's at Femnap, PHEMKNAP.
What? Is that you?
That's mine.
Mine's just my name, I think.
No, send it to the one that I said.
It has a number.
Yeah.
You can pay us. There's actually a link in the description.
Is there?
Because it's like donations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We'd appreciate it, but like this doesn't cost us any money yet.
No.
So maybe someday. But that's if we really want to push it. Right now, like we're doing pretty
We'll
good. We're getting more people.
We'll get like a Ko-fi account or whatever.
Ko-fi?
K-O-F-I. I think it's coffee, but it's spelled K-O-F-I.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like buy me a coffee or whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Anyways,
Cool.
We'll see you next week.
See you on the flippity flop.
Yeah, the flippity flops.